Alright guys, I'm at Verona and they are open now. It's 20 bucks to launch. 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it looks pretty good out here. It's nice and deep, nice and flooded. Water's flowing pretty good. Dang, this is kind of sketchy right here. Not bad at all though. There it is. Wow, it's pretty flooded. It's flowing through here pretty good. There's a sack, and then there's a feather. Sack is to the left and feathers to the right. I am right here at the split at Verona. I've been fishing for like an hour just after work. I had to check it out, Verona, and see. I didn't know for sure myself if the boat launch was open. That's all that's open is the boat launch. It's 20 bucks to launch, and it's open 7 days a week. And he says they close at 5 p.m., open at 7 a.m. So for all you guys wondering, that's the facts there, and it's been happening since I guess July of last year. It's been like that. All right, so how I bait my anchovies is here. I got my about 18-inch or 2-foot leader here and a 4/0 hook, and so I just hook it through. These are just chunks. Sometimes I'll throw a whole fish on there, but I always cut the head off. Sometimes I'll leave the tail, but this time I got less bait, so I'm just chunking it like this. So I just put it through, and you want to make sure you hook it through that dark skin there. It's tougher. And then I'll usually run it back through again like that. That way you're in double, and the hook's kind of hidden. Can you see that there? Can't even see the hook. It's hidden in there. And then if I put a full one on, I'll put the head sticking towards the fishing pole, like right here. And then you want to make this thing kind of like swimming like this. Even though this is sitting on the bottom, your weight's right here, my 3-ounce weight. And then this thing's just sitting up here, and it's kind of swimming in the current. And then instead of my 3-way splitter here, guys, if you could see that, it's just a snap swivel there. And I just tied it directly on, and just like that. So instead of a 3-way, I got that, and then the snap ring on there with the weight. And then always use lots of fishing line here, magic string, because you don't want to lose your bait right away. Sometimes when I've casted them out, I've just thrown the bait right out with it, and that's not going to do you any good. So just make sure you get around there nice and tight, because it's still frozen. You want to make sure your anchovies, when you're putting them on here, you want to make sure they're solid frozen. If they start getting soft and stuff, you'll never get it to stay on the hook. So just like that, just like that there. And this is 30-pound braid I'm running on here. So the current's going this way, and I'm going to cast up a little bit so it kind of ends up in front of me or to the left a little bit. This is Feather right here. This is Feather River. I'm right on the Y right here. There's the sack. I'll show you guys a little closer, but the sack's like right there. Oh my gosh, you guys see that? I better cast it out. Bombing it out there because it's a lot shallow here on the Feather, so I'm bombing it out there. But check this out, you guys. I just seen two. Look at them. Oh my gosh, 2 big old sea lions, it looks like, and it looks like they're coming this way. Let me get this out with the bell on here. Let's go check these guys out. I just saw 2 of them jumping. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Yep. They're sea lions, you guys. Holy shit, I almost end up in the water. That bird's going right over them. There they are. Dang, 2 big sea lions, guys. Right here at Verona. You know what that means, guys? That's a good and bad thing. That means they're chasing striper. They are definitely chasing the striper. Those guys terrorize the fish. Salmon, I've seen them eat sturgeon before. Where'd they go? All right, so I think these sea lions are just across the way here. I saw them a minute ago, just looks like they're munching on some fish. When you're casting out like this, guys, and it's a little breezy, the wind is actually going the same way as the current, which is pretty nice when you're casting. So what you want to do is when you're casting, just pretty much cast with the wind, but out, not all the way with the wind. You want to still cast it out, and you could really still bomb them out there when it's windy. Just like that. You let it drop and just work it back nice and slow. Oh, fish just jumped right there. Probably a little striper. That's probably what these guys are chasing. I guess it's striper. Right to those weeds perfectly. You want that lure to spend time in the water. You don't reel it really fast right now. Oh, there they are, guys. There they are. Sea lions. Right about in the middle. They're going back the other way now. There they go. All right, guys, so there it is. That's a full one. Like I said, I just cut the head and I thread it through. This one's a little bent, but you want to keep it, because it got soft, but you want to keep it on straight as possible on there. And this is the exact setup right here that I caught the sturgeon on. I was going for striper, but I got the sturgeon on this exact same setup. So this little hook in here, see, it's buried. You catch big fish, you catch small fish, all kinds of fish just like this. But you want to get this thing as straight as you can so it's swimming in the water like realistic looking. Alright, guys, so the last video I was showing you the water clarity and also how much debris and stuff's in the water. Well, I've been soaking it for about 30 minutes and look at that, zero. There's zero debris on my line, guys. And I'm looking at the bank right here and we got probably, I would say, about 3 feet out to the bank easily that I could see down, about three-ish feet, somewhere like that. And it's much clearer on the feather. Pretty cool spot here, first time trying it out. There was a bunch of trash. Look at it now. That's why I always bring a bag, guys, with me. I mean, look at this, it filled up. This bag's empty. I just bring it just for trash. This thing's full. I mean, a full bag of trash in one spot. That's crazy. Each person can make a difference, guys. Let's just clean up after ourselves. All right, guys, this is Verona, right about here. And the sea lions are somewhere around right here. It's shallow and they're just eating fish. like crazy somewhere around here. This is still on the feather, and then the sack is just straight ahead. To the left and right is the sack. Verona, California. Where are these sea lions? Oh. Is that them? Looks like a log just stuck there. That's the sack. And you can see how it's much cleaner on the Sac River, or on the Feather River. It's much cleaner this time of year. You can see the mud stain right there, the line. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, I will see you on the next one here in a few days. Either the Sac, the Delta, or the Feather. I might try hitting up the Feather here on my boat. I gotta get on my boat next. And these striper are coming in. I'm gonna leave you with our Governor Newsom, how great of a job he said he did for all the years on our salmon. And then also for all you people who are atheists or agnostic, here's a little video for you guys too. God bless, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Gavin Newsom, and I'm here with the top moments that defined California in 2024. Let's get started. As I speak, the fish are now swimming freely for the first time in over 100 years. It shows you how resilient Mother Nature is, how resilient salmon are, and we were able to transfer some of the land that was underwater for decades and decades to tribes that have been there since time immemorial.
Like, babies get cancer, people get essayed and unalived every single day, and
if God is so good, why is there so much evil in this world?
If there is warmth, why is there cold? If there is light, why is there darkness? Cold is merely the absence of warmth, and dark merely the absence of light. Evil is merely the absence of God. We just sometimes forget to turn on the light.
But I thought God is everywhere, omnipresent. Isn't that what you guys teach?
He can be, if you let him. Not because he needs your permission, but because he loves you and he's given you free will, the ability to choose. Not forcing you to be some slave to worship him, but to choose him. And if you reject him, he will respect your rejection and go away. But he gives you opportunities every day to do good. But if you reject him finally, he will separate himself from you eternally. That's what we call hell. Away from all the good and all the evil in one place, where everything that you just complained about will be multiplied.